I'm going to be replacing part of the fence in my backyard. The previous owner tried to prolong the life of the fence by adding additional supports, but as you can see, it's literally falling apart now. I'm going to show you some tips to quickly replace those old fence posts and also install a brand new, nice, straight fence. After you remove all of the fence panels, you can use a breaker bar to crack the concrete of the old posts. I focus on the edges of the post since this is the weakest part of the concrete. Crack the concrete on two corners and then pry the concrete away from the post. This should weaken the concrete enough to wiggle the post and then pull it out of the ground. Use the breaker bar to impact and crack the concrete again on a corner and then pull the concrete out. This method keeps the concrete in bigger pieces. I stretched a string line between two posts and used 2x4s to offset the string from those posts. You'll see in a minute why this is important. I put about 2 inches of dry concrete in the bottom of a clean hole and added a little water. You never want the concrete to be too soupy, but more like pancake batter. Mix it up and then put the post in the center of the hole. Add about 6 inches of concrete and mix it with water thoroughly. Now you can make sure that the post is plumb in two directions. A magnetic torpedo level is essential here. Use a 2x4 to measure the distance from the string. This offset is important because if a post is a little off, it can't push against the string and interfere with the rest of your post measurements. Once the post is plumb and in line, fill the rest of the hole with concrete and water and mix it thoroughly. I like to keep the concrete lower than the ground by about 2 inches. I'll backfill with dirt, and this lets the grass grow up to the post and has a better appearance. I like to use 3 cross members with the lower one being a 2x6. This configuration is pretty strong, and I've had fences still standing after 10 years. I use Simpson brackets on metal posts with 2 lag bolts in each cross member. Please don't use exterior screws for this. It's not the right application. I use a quick clamp on the board and secure them from the back with lag bolts. Then I use a skill saw to cut them to length. I repeat this for each panel until the supports are complete. I stack the pickets on the fence and then pull them over one by one. I use the level only about every 10th picket. Please use ring shank nails and rent a nail gun if you need to. I like to have the pickets about 1.5 inches above the ground so it doesn't kill the grass underneath. You'll also want to put these pickets together tight. Do not install them with a gap. Most pickets are delivered wet, and after a week they will dry and shrink, leaving about a 3/16 inch gap, which is perfect. I replaced this fence with new metal posts and concrete over a few days. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel. Check out my other videos as well, and thanks for watching.